play. And we'll see where we go from here, Carol. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I loved what you said about actually I'm gonna stop screen sharing for a minute. I love what you said about the pictures and how the different sides of us, and I think that that's a big part of um energy work, is really paying attention to how we're showing up in the different spaces that we come, but coming as our whole person and remembering that we have all these different sides and honoring that, and being able to see the innocence in other people, because guess what, they're multi-dimensional too. Like, we all have our stuff.
Yeah, we do. And it's incredible the more you start to dive into the work around understanding yourself, that you can therefore take that the step further and understand other people. Because when we see it in ourselves, we can see it in other people. And sometimes you just have to see who's showing up in your life to see what lessons we're trying to learn.
Yeah,
Every
I love
angle,
that.
I know, every angle of ourselves is just such another new opportunity to figure out where are we going with this.
Mm.
And I love keeping that open ended as well, because I think that too many times we try to put ourselves into a box
Mm-hmm.
instead of realizing that there's this ongoing reflection, just like that picture of us from every different angle. And each angle is a new opportunity.
Yeah. I'm so glad that we went out on this balcony. I did pictures at this balcony 2 years ago also. And I really
Mhm.
loved the glass look and all of that. And over the last year, that's actually been a really exact message that I gave someone at a spiritual retreat that we were at. She was admiring some qualities about me. And I was like, thank you. And I do need you to know that everything that you see in me is within you as well. And she was like, what? And it just, that sense that I just like stood in, I'm like, I received that. And I've been working ever since I said that, owned that, and I was like, that's so true. But when you see that, it's for you too. And I got a thank you card from her, a handwritten card from her, like a month later, just telling me how profoundly supportive that was for her, and that she's been thinking about it, and that it changed her. And I had no idea, first of all, when I said it, the impact that made. But it's so true. And she's talked about it. She's a member of the OP community, and she's talked about it before as well, and how that ripple effect, and just the question about like how we see ourselves, and people that you surround yourself that can remind you of your wholeness, and that we are all one, and all of these reminders that we have our own experiences, and we're coming from different places, but it's all very similar. You're seeing what you need, and people are showing up to give us the opportunity to see more of ourselves and who we are here to be. So
Yeah, I totally agree. It's amazing how much richer our lives become when we start
yeah,
realizing that we're just a reflection of everyone in front of us,
yeah,
instead
all
of
love.
putting up a wall and saying, oh, that's not me. So this is just really allowing us to step into, wow, all of these pieces are me, and all of those pieces are you.
Yeah, that's good. I Did you do the puzzle activity?
Oh my Lord. Yeah. And actually I posted about it the other day.
Okay, I'll have to
It
find
was one of the pictures I posted, but I
that.
actually
Yeah.
gave that one a caption, because I found it incredibly telling that the one piece that was missing from our
Mm.
puzzle was the celebration, and what was the one right next to it?
Collaboration.
No, collaboration was top row, I think. But
Mm.
anyway, celebration started my conversation, because
Yeah.
I personally know I don't celebrate me. I do my
Mm,
tasks, I get stuff done, and then I go on to the next.
mm.
And I don't stop and do that celebration, no matter how big or small it could or should be, because there's no shooting on ourselves. Um,
That's right. We wipe that off. Get that
exactly.
shit off your face.
So I thought it was awesome that that was the one piece that wasn't there. And my piece had the ration part of celebration. Ooh, you have the whole.
Right.
Nice.
So we took a picture after ours became whole because our other person. So
So was
collaboration
it
is next to celebration.
collaboration?
Yeah. Um,
Collaboration is something I do a lot of,
yeah.
but I don't do the celebration because I
Mm,
just, there's probably many reasons that I will continue to look at. Um, because we're all
Here,
growing.
here for the
Um,
soul work.
yeah, we don't say I don't know because then your brain goes, okay, I don't have to know. Um, but to be able to celebrate even the little stuff in your life. And that's why you guys always start your meetings with a celebration. Polka Dot starts meetings with celebrations, our masterminds do. And I have to stop and think every time. And I want to get to that place where I'm doing it every day, where I'm
Yeah.
celebrating and really embodying
Mm,
those little wins or the big ones.
right. All of it. It all
Yeah.
matters because it's progress and it's a step and
Mhm.
it's a learning, it's an understanding and a peeling back of sorts of knowing what's true for us and stepping up and owning more of it and believing it and knowing more. Every time that we do that, it's confirmation for us that we're choosing. I will dare to say it. We are choosing on purpose, our path and what we want. And that's why the name of this podcast is Choose on Purpose, because everything that I focus on is highlighting how we do have the power to make our choices about our thoughts, right? They're just thoughts, but when we grab them and we give them meaning, now we get to choose what we're going to do with it. And we can choose, is this me on the right or is this me on the left or is that not me? Looking at ourselves in different ways. It is all about choosing what we do with the thoughts that we have. So,
True.
I mean, choosing to collaborate, choosing to celebrate our wins, it's all a choice. And when we put effort to a focus, it comes not easier, but it comes more because you are practicing.
Right. And when you focus, you're able to actually see because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it might be something that we want, but we're not focusing on it. So we're not seeing those little signs of it coming
Yeah.
because our brain isn't being trained. And it's like Shannon was talking about with the glimmers. There's
Mm-hmm.
glimmers all around us. We just have to practice seeing them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We got to choose what we're looking for. I heard a story about rafting that I really
Mhm.
connected with because have you ever been whitewater rafting, Carol?
No, and I don't care to.
Okay. Well, there's a guide that sits in the back of the raft. At least what I did. I was 12 and terrified. And there was a guide that was maneuvering the raft for us. But so the story is about the fact of like having a guide. I heard someone else share a story and I could relate to it because of my experience. So the guide tells you where to go. Right? The experience is go, row to the right versus stay away from that rock or don't hit that rock, right? What we
The
know is
do's
that our
instead of
reticular
the don'ts.
activating system is all about where are we going? Let's talk about that. That's what we're looking for. And so we say what we want versus what we're moving away from. So that quick story was
Absolutely.
like, makes so much
Absolutely.
sense.
Because it's much easier for us to go in a specific direction as opposed to the thousands of options that just would steer us away from it. Because then it takes too long to think about, well, I could do this or this or this or this. But if we
Possibilities
have
that,
that, yeah, if we have that direction, We can
Yeah.
get there quicker.
Yeah, I love that. And that's a big thing too, like just shifting the what ifs to be empowering versus like disempowering. That's the word.
Right.
So, Carol, this was an amazing, quick little conversation, and it's going to be included in my launch of my podcast. So I'm going to put your information
Awesome.
in the show notes for people to connect with you. So thank you for being on the Choose on Purpose podcast, where we live
Thank
with
you so much.
intention and sharing with us.
Absolutely. And it's been amazing collaborating with you.
Thank you.